It began at 4:45 p.m. on a Thursday, corporate execution hour. The email said, "Please report to conference room B for a brief meeting." Translation, bring a cardboard box. Inside, Janine from HR with her laminated empathy, a junior attorney named Oscar clinging to a legal pad like a life raft, and Ronald Green, the CFO, my boss, and my father-in-law. No preamble. No, we appreciate your service. Just, your role has been eliminated. 16 years of building revenue, holding shaky accounts together with coffee and charm, translated into a resource adjustment. They slid a manila envelope across the table. I took it, nodded once, and left. My badge died at the lobby. The building exhaled me like a bad transplant. On the way to my car, I passed the open break room window and heard the celebration. "Saved 400 grand with that cut," Ronald said, syrup in his voice. Someone joked I'd start a podcast or make soap. Laughter, something cold settled in my chest. Not rage, something cleaner. Focus. They hadn't fired a head count. They'd created a problem with my name on it. Exhibit bat my kitchen table. I opened the severance packet. 2 months' pay if I signed their NDA. The boilerplate droned until a stapled addendum stopped me cold. Exhibit B. 10 years ago, I'd abandoned the fossilized company CRM and built my own client tracker. Renewal cycles, decision-maker maps, personal notes about real humans who hated cold calls, who preferred 6 p.m. check-ins, who'd lost a spouse and didn't want small talk. The private shorthand that turns transactions into relationships. They'd printed it, all of it. My notes, my order, my handwriting, scanned and labeled Exhibit B. They thought it proved work product. What it actually proved was that clients weren't loyal to Ridgemont Industries. They were loyal to me. They'd just armed the person they fired. I lifted my beer to the ceiling. "Thanks, Ronald." A napkin and a door 3 nights later, I met Luis Mendoza, VP at our biggest competitor, Bluegate Partners, at Murphy's on 5th. We'd circled each other for years at conferences, swapping stories and pretending we weren't measuring reach. I showed him a photo of Exhibit B. Holy. "Who assembled your severance?" "An intern?" "Kid named Oscar," I said. Luis slid a napkin across the table with his personal cell. "Come see Callum." By Monday, I was in the 32nd floor office of Callum Briggs, Bluegate's managing partner. No tie. Sleeves rolled, a whiteboard full of targets I already knew by muscle memory. He paged through a curated slice of Exhibit B, eyebrows climbing. "These accounts aren't loyal to Ridgemont," he said. "They're loyal to you." He offered me a partner seat, build a team, profit share, no politics. The base salary doubled what I'd made under Ronald's resource adjustment. "When do I start?" I asked. "Monday." I put Exhibit B in my glove box, not for revenge. For leverage. Operation. You should have kept me week 1 at Bluegate. I didn't dial anyone. I planned. I bought a leather notebook and wrote Tool Shed on the front. First page header, Operation. You should have kept me. Then I mapped the emotional topography of 15 anchor clients, the real stuff a CRM can't hold. Camilla Rowan, Crest Hall Group, largest account, 2.7 million ARR. Hates bureaucracy, loves lavender lattes, rescue dog named Buster. Renewal in 6 weeks. Margaret Steinberg, running her late husband's company solo, needs fewer administrative fires. Jim Peterson, looks difficult until you deliver exactly what you promise. Then he's loyal as bedrock. I wasn't building a contact list. I was building a campaign. First touch, a simple personal email from my personal account to Camilla. No logo, no pitch, just, "Hey, how's Buster?" Miss our what customer service really means chats. No pressure. How are things? Her reply landed at 1:47 p.m. "Where have you been?" "It's chaos. They dumped us into some generic support queue. 3 people doing what you did in one." "Call?" Can we talk? You're the only one who actually understood us. We talked. 90 minutes. No trash talk, just solutions. She wanted a proposal she could take to her board, something that showed we weren't running from Ridgemont, but toward better, so we handcrafted 15 of them. Navy blue envelopes, Wednesday, 9:11 a.m., executive. Floors across the city, thick navy envelopes, handwritten names, no logo. Inside, a custom, plain English plan. No buzzwords, no glossy stock photos, and a cream card with one line. We understand you lost your primary point of contact. We'd be honored to reconnect. For Margaret, a vendor consolidation plan to cut admin. Burden by 30%. For Jim, performance guarantees with fees on us if we missed. For Camilla, an onboarding sprint run by the same humans she trusted. We used couriers who hand-delivered to people, not inboxes. Then we waited. The Cracks 9:23 a.m., Thursday. A text from Brad, a junior I'd mentored at Ridgemont. Whatever. You did. 2 clients canceled meetings. Janet's sprinting. Ronald's been locked in his office since 8 10:47 a.m. Email from Camilla. Subject line decision made. Your proposal made me cry, in a good way. We're switching. Can you start Monday? Also, I may have told a few peers you're back. 2:15 p.m. Marcus in IT texted, euphoric. They hired outside cybersecurity. Ronald's convinced it's a hack. 3:30 p.m. Marketing whispered that Trevor, my 26-year-old replacement, was cold calling my entire roster, voice cracking. 4:45 p.m. A security guard friend left a voicemail. 3 more majors asked about termination procedures. Board emergency tomorrow. Consultants incoming. Perception becomes momentum. Momentum becomes a flood. What did you do? At 6:17 p.m., my phone rang. Ridgemont's main line. I let it buzz 4 times and answered like I had all day. Good evening. This is Name. Ronald didn't say hello. What the hell did you do? I'm well, thanks. Enjoying your $400,000 in savings? You're poaching, I'm responding, to people who called me. Turns out when you replace relationships with a survey and a kid named Trevor, folks look for the person who solved problems. We'll sue. For what? Being better at service? Also, you fired me. That non-compete you wish I signed? Blue Gates, lawyers loved that story. Oh, and including my personal client notes in my severance? Bold move. Silence. I could hear muffled voices in his war room. What do you want? He finally asked, small. Nothing. I'm happy. But you should check. Your mail. Navy envelopes. No logo. Handwritten. You're playing dirty. I'm playing smart. You didn't cut fat, Ronald. You cut connective tissue. I hung up. Boardroom autopsy. 3 weeks later, I sat, in a guest chair, no nameplate, in Ridgemont's boardroom while the directors performed an autopsy. 4 major accounts gone. $6 million in annual revenue evaporated. Satisfaction scores plummeting. The legal chair fanned out 15 familiar Navy proposals. No breach, she said. Just knowledge. Relationship intelligence you transferred to the terminated employee in a document labeled Exhibit B. How much revenue did he manage? The youngest director asked. Ronald mumbled, about 12 million. And you saved 400,000? The numbers floated in the mahogany air like a confession. Where is he now? Bluegate, senior partner. How many of our former clients? 7 signed, 3 in negotiation. The chair folded her hands. Do you still believe firing your son-in-law was good stewardship? No one met her eyes. My phone buzzed. Contract signed and returned. Looking forward to working with you again. I closed it gently. When I left, I paused by the same break room window where Ronald had celebrated my exit. The laughter was gone. The room was empty. What wins I didn't win because I was angry. I won because I was competent, and because I never forgot that business runs on people, not PDFs. Ridgemont's leadership saw numbers and resource adjustments. My clients saw a human who remembered their timelines, their constraints, their losses, and showed up. They fired that. They handed me Exhibit B. They mocked me in a window I could hear. So when he finally called to ask what I'd done, there was only one answer that fit.